So when I was looking for nurseries for my oldest, nothing quite fitted for him, and the more I started to speak to more parents, I realised that actually quite a lot of parents felt the same. So I started looking at forest school, which was a whole new concept, never heard of it before, and just fell in love with the concept straight away. When you're out in the nature like this, there is something very calming, very grounding, and just very natural about it.
I just love the freedom. I love that the children can just do what they want to do. They can be free, they can enjoy learning, because as soon as they sort of get a bit older, learning gets a bit regimented and they're told what they have to do, and I just don't agree with that. I think children need to be children and have fun.
I mean, there's really obvious transformations in the sense that children might come and they're really uncomfortable with getting dirty, they don't want to touch anything that's slimy or mucky or what have you, and it takes a couple of weeks and then their senses are just opened. If you spend all your time playing with plastic toys, you're never going to, you're missing out on so much, and so much of that brain development and their sensory side is just being shut down straight away. Actually, this is what we need to be doing. We need to be touching and feeling and smelling and all of those things. So that is a really obvious progression that we see, but there's more subtle ones that are about their self-confidence, their self-esteem, their resilience, their independence. All those things are just amazing things to witness.
I think there's a learning curve for the parents as well. That's what we've noticed. So some of the parents naturally, grew up in the countryside and they're fine, they want their children to experience that. But a lot of the other parents that come to us haven't had that experience at all. But when they see their children here just getting involved, picking up dirt and that, drawing with it, whatever they're doing, splashing about in a puddle, you can see that these children are really happy, and I think then the parents think, okay, it's worth it, it's worth bringing my child here to do that because they're getting that experience.
They need to explore, they need to find out who they are, they need to find out about themselves, about the world around them and everything in it before we can start worrying about whether or not they can do their phonics and whether or not they can count to 10, etc, etc. All of that happens very naturally anyway for us. I mean, there's maths and science and language going on all the time. So if you start now and get those things really ingrained, that's the foundation for any good education, I think. To go through school life with those feelings of, yes, I am confident and I'm able to do it and I won't be defeated, and if there's something that I come across in my life that causes me a problem, I need to work out how to sort that out.